Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa. It is a big anniversary year for the Shepherds of Good Hope. They are celebrating their 40th anniversary, and as you know, they put on great events throughout the year, and their signature event is Taste for Hope. I'm happy to say the VIPs tickets have already sold out, but there are still lots of tickets available for individuals, and of course, if you want to get a group together, we certainly encourage that. Here to tell us more about it, I'm joined by David Gourlay, Vice President of the Shepherds of Good Hope Foundation. David, welcome. Great to have you back.
Thanks for having me on Daytime. Great to be here.
It's a pleasure. Yeah. You and I were just actually at Sam Laprad's 5th anniversary of An Hour to Give, which was...
lots of anniversaries.
Yeah, that's
just
true.
Anniversaries
I know.
Everywhere.
It's true. It's true. I mean, 40 years. It certainly means a lot, and I'm sure, you know, you at the Foundation and the Shepherds of Good Hope would probably wish that you weren't still here 40 years later, but the need has grown, hasn't it?
Well, it has, Derek. And, you know, we often talk about, you know, the difference between supportive housing and the shelter system. And, of course, we originated as a soup kitchen at the bottom of St. Bridges. Then we evolved into the shelter business, and then we've evolved into supportive housing. Because the end of chronic homelessness, we believe, at Shepherds of Good Hope and broadly in the community, is supportive housing. A supportive housing unit is a facility that an individual who has experienced homelessness, because it is a temporary experience quite often, has the supports, the harm reduction programs, and the supports wrapped around them while they're living with us. That, we believe, is the future course of ending chronic homelessness, and that's what we're here to really celebrate on this 40th year and well beyond.
I mentioned the need is growing. David, I'm sure in your experience and those at the Shepherds, not only the staff but the volunteers, that they've seen that grow quite a bit over the last 5 years.
We have, and there's circumstances beyond our control, such as a pandemic and the unemployment that occurred, 3 years ago, when people were looking for more supports and they were looking for more opportunities. We often say we're 2 or 3 paychecks, all of us, by the way, anyone in our community, 2 or 3 paychecks away from homelessness. And that is something that we're very, very committed to addressing as much as we possibly can. But the demand has definitely increased, Derek. But we're there to support. We're there to work with our shelter partners. We're there to work with our social service partners, all of them, Ottawa Inner City Health, Ottawa Police Service, fire, paramedic, whoever it may be, to ensure that we are there to meet people in their journey of homelessness.
David, what role then does the Foundation play at the Shepherds?
So we are responsible for fundraising for our core operations. So typically we are in the 11 to 13% of funding that we provide through our fundraising activations and efforts in the community. And we also build the partnerships. We also help to grow awareness.
Of course.
We want to tell the stories, like I'm talking to you right now, Derek, about the journey of homelessness and people who experience homelessness as that temporary measure. We like to tell our stories about our staff, about our volunteers, about our service users, because we ask the community. The one ask we have is that for everybody to see an individual through their homelessness, not define that individual by that temporary experience that they're going through. If the community starts to look at people who are experiencing homelessness that way, we think that we will be all working together to have that collective responsibility to do something about it.
Yeah, and something I love about the website, David, is those stories are available. So for people that want to read some of those stories, and some of them are heart-wrenching, many of them very successful too. This is your signature event. I mean, this is the 10th time you're doing this, but it is your signature event. Taste for Hope. Tell us what people can expect.
That's right. So Taste for Hope is a really fun stand-up mix and mingle. It's a foodie event. And it's not just because of the food, it's because of the community coming together. All of us love to see friends and family over a meal, over food. And that's really what Taste for Hope does. It celebrates the role that food plays for all of us in our lives. So we have 16 local chefs, restaurants, hotels, all coming together to support Shepherds of Good Hope. We're going to have about 450 people in the room. You at beautiful horticultural, historic horticultural building at Lansdowne Park. And people just have an opportunity to see each other, reconnect. The pandemic, as we like to say, the pandemic is over, but people are still reconnecting. And so Taste for Hope offers that opportunity for people and to really enjoy some really amazing cuisine. And the one shout out I want to make is to the SEVA group, which is an Indo-Canadian group of volunteers. They volunteer in our soup kitchen once a week.
Okay.
They bring ingredients, they cook, they make the most amazing samosas, and they are one of the celebrity chefs at Taste for Hope. And they're talking to our guests as well. Every chef has an opportunity to talk to the guests, explain what they're serving. Everyone from Joe Thottengal with Tally and Coconut Lagoon, Stephen LaSalle at the Metcalf Hotel. Some of these incredible and generous chefs supporting us.
And beverages as part of this as well, right? I guess it's it's the ticket pays for everything, right?
Correct. Yeah. So it's a donation of $200, and then once you're in the room, everything is free. But of course, we have a live auction.
Yeah.
So you're not getting out of the room.
I was getting to that. So what have you got planned this year? I know there's probably going to be some last minute exciting stuff, but what have you got so far?
We've got some prizes that we're putting together. We're going to make some announcements later this month and early into early May. So I'm going to hold off on making that because we've got some really cool prizes. I got to build the anticipation here to get people in the room, including yourself, Derek. I was looking at the ticket guest list. I didn't see your name
yet.
Not yet.
I'll be there, David. Yeah, no, my wife and I both. It's one of our favorite events, and there's entertainment as well, right?
That's
that you have throughout the evening.
Yeah, we'll have entertainment. We're going to have again. It's really a nice cross section of our community. We have donors. We have local elected officials who are coming out to support us. You talked about the VIP. And again, we really want to encourage that mix and mingle. No long speeches, no sit-down 4-hour dinners, nothing like that. This is really an opportunity for people to circulate and enjoy the evening.
Yeah, and I think that makes it special, David, because people want something that's unique. And I think this is, you said it perfectly, coming out of the pandemic, I like to say, we're getting back to a sense of normalcy.
Correct.
We understand that things are still happening, that COVID's still out there, but we're getting back to a sense of normalcy. And this is the perfect way to try to get some of that normalcy back. Is gathering with friends and family members, and community leaders are going to be there as well.
And it is a hybrid event. We have an outdoor space, and the east side of Horticultural has an outdoor space.
Excellent.
We have Carol Saad with Chic and Swell, who is managing the event from a logistics.
I hate to cut you off, David, just running out of time.
Absolutely.
I'll remind everybody at the end of the show. We'll be right back after this.